Welcome to my channel! Today, we are going to look at the buffs that are for skills. While it is true, some of these also increase physical and magical damage. But the video is focused on the damage of skills. Since I have seen many people misusing talismans and other buffs. At the end of the video, I will also show some buffs that do not increase the attack of the skills, but only increase the physical damage. The weapon I'm going to use is the Holy Relic Sword at plus 10. At the first attempt, does no damage buff whatsoever. First we see a damage of 2432 and Ritual Sword 10% damage. You can see the damage right before. We continue with the Jar Warrior Fragment with another 10% additional damage. Now we continue with the Sacred Scorpion Amulet that increases our holy damage by 12%. The next one is a replacement. It is to range with the Freighters for 20% damage. Since this one does not combine with the previous talismans. Now we have the fourth talisman, Leaves of Pity, with 20% additional damage. For this one, we will have to do a finishing touch, so I can be used with any boss perfectly. After we do a finishing touch, we almost double the damage to the next one. Vial of Miraculous Medicine, 15% additional damage for holy damage. Next is Golden Oath with 15% more damage. The next one is Rahasa's Armor with 8% total damage. 2% for each piece. Shaviri's Owl with 25% more damage. This is the greatest damage that we can obtain. We continue with 2. This time it is a replacement, an additional helmet with 20% and 10% damage. But saying it was a replacement, the total is only going to be 20% in total. We have removed the fragment of Alexander to put this one, the second talisman. The next one is Insignia of the Crusade, since you have to eliminate an enemy, but it will give us 20%, so that its use is activated, therefore against bosses. It really is not going to be good. We continue with this halberd. Actually, its damage is not clear, and it's not very clear what increases, since it increases all physical damage and non-physical damage and magical damage. Well, it is quite complicated to understand. That is why I don't have been able to clarify it. I also want to say that these are not all buffs in the game. These are the ones I am presenting today. They can be used with any weapon. And this buff will only work, as I told you from the beginning, for their special abilities. This is the maximum damage for this weapon. 10,158 with these buffs. As I mentioned before, you can clearly put more buffs. However, these are the easiest to use and therefore are the ones I have presented. Now we are going to go directly to the options to increase our attack, but they are not going to increase the damage of the skills. As you can see, the initial damage is 2,432. First, use the talisman with two-handed sword. This talisman is not going to increase the damage. It is not going to increase damage of the skills, only the physical damage. We continue with the cross counter-attack 3. When we roll, increase damage 70% when we roll or move back. However, once again, only to the physical damage. The Godfrey icon is very important. There are the skills that seem to charge, but the reality is the only last a little longer, but they do not charge, so be careful. Well, there are many confusions regarding the buffs. That is why I come to clarify them. There will be a second part if this video gets enough attention, so nothing will go to the end. I hope you like it. See you the next time.